Hello everyone, once again welcome to this new video. Today we are going to start second chapter of grammar, synthesis. What is synthesis? Synthesis. Synthesis means to add. There are three things which are necessary in synthesis. First is to make a simple sentence. To make a simple sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. Clear? To make a simple sentence. That means one simple sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. Second, to make a compound sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. Third is to make a complex sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. That means all of three are made from simple sentences. Two or more than two simple sentences. How? Simple, compound, and complex. How they are made? How? First, we will have to read how simple sentence is made from two or more than two simple sentences. There will be some rules. So, for your kind information, there are 7 rules which are necessary to make a simple sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. They are: first, by using a participle. You can make note. You can make a notebook. B, by using nominative absolute. Nominative absolute participle. C, by using infinitive. D, by using a preposition before a noun or gerund. Next, by using phrase in opposition by using an adverb or adverbial phrase. Next and last, by using an adjective or conjunction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In compound sentence, there are two things. At first, by using coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions are for first cumulative, second alternative, third adversative, and fourth is relative. And in second rule, by using relative adverb or relative pronoun. These are the rules for making compound sentence. And in complex sentence, there are 9 things which are used to make a complex sentence. First, time. Second, place. Region. Time, place, region. Contrast. Comparison. Time, place, region, contrast, comparison. Purpose. Result. Manner. Time, place, region, contrast, comparison, purpose, result, manner. One thing is missing, that will be read when we will read them separately. Okay. So write down this chart, and now we will start individually them. At first we will read simple sentence, and particularly by using a participle. I think it was minor. Minor was minor there. Minor. Which is the thing which is missing. Okay. Now to make a simple sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. First thing is of simple sentence by using a participle. Participle. Participle are of three types: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. These three are participles. First, present participle. As you have mentioned here, to make a simple sentence from two or more than two simple sentences. That means here we will see at least two sentences which we will have to combine. That means we have to make one simple sentence from two or more than two separate sentences, simple sentences. In present participle, at least there will be two sentences and the subject of both sentences will be common. This is the identification of participle, or you can say the identification of all these three participles. Two or more than two sentences can be there, but subject of all sentences will be common. First thing is mentioned, subject will be common. How? And in present participle, first work is if there are two subjects, that means they will do at least two work. Two subjects at least do two works. So first work is done at first and second work is done in last. And second work is the result of first work. That means if first work is not happens, the second work will not be happen also. How? He saw a tiger. He ran away. See here, there are two separate simple sentences. First is it and second is it. You can write here Ramesh. Give a name. Ramesh. Ramesh saw a tiger, he ran away. If Ramesh saw a tiger, who will run away? Ramesh. Ramesh saw a tiger, he ran away. He means Ramesh. He means Ramesh. That means it is clear subject of both of these sentences is common. So to make it a participle, the first form of verb is put at first and ing is added with it. How? Here is saw, write its first form see and add ing. Seeing a tiger. Seeing a tiger. Ramesh is subject. Ramesh ran. he is penciled by Ramesh because they are common. So seeing a tiger, Ramesh ran away. This is present participle. Is it clear? Yes. This is attributive use. There are predicative use of present participle also. That means if ing is added at first, that is called attributive use. Attributive use. Got it? And predicative use. Predicative use. As you have read before, subject and predicate. First part is called subject or attributive, and rest of the part is called predicate. So if ing is used in the middle of the sentence, that is called predicative. How? I saw a man. He was strolling on the road. I saw a man. He was strolling on the road. Strolling means walking slowly. Clear? I saw a man. He was strolling on the road. Here, see it attentively. Which subject is common, I or a man, in both of the sentences? Which subject is common, I or a man? A man. That means it is in predicative case because it is here as an object. If an object is common there, that means it will be used in predicative use. How? I saw a man strolling on the road. Now, present participle is used in the middle of the sentence. That means it is in predicative use. Is it clear? Next, past participle. Past participle. In past participle, there are also at least two or more than two simple sentences which we will have to combine, and the condition of present participle is also applied here. Subject of both of or each of the sentences are common, but here is some changes in comparison with the present participle. In present participle, we learn first work is done at first and second is the result of first work. That means if first work not happens, second work will also not be happen. But here, second work is done at first and first is at last. How? I found my purse. It was lost. I found my purse. It was lost. At first, see here if subjects are common or not. It and my purse are same. They are common. It is mentioned here for my purse. That means subjects are common. Now second condition which we will have to notify. See here, second work is done at first and first work is after that. I found my purse, it was lost. I found my purse, it was lost. See here, at first, is it lost or is what was it found? It was lost. That means second work was done at first and first is at last. To make a past participle, third form of verb is used, or you can say to make it is as an adjective. How I found my lost purse. Here lost is an adjective now. As you have read about adjectives, black, big, white, here lost. Each past participle clear. Now we will learn perfect participle. Perfect participle. In perfect participle, we find the same structure, same things as present participle. First work is done at first and second work is done after that. But there is some very little difference from present and perfect participle. In present participle, second work starts just before finishing the first work. That means first work could not be complete when second work starts. But here first work completely and then second work starts. Clear? That means in perfect participle, second work takes time to start. But in present participle, second work does not take a time to start, but it starts at once before ending the first work. Clear? And here, if sentence is in active voice, having plus verb third is used, and if sentence is in passive sense, then having been plus verb third is used. How? See here. He finished his work. He slept. He finished his work. He slept. It is not necessary before finishing his work he slept. He can finish his work easily and then he can take some rest and then he will go to sleep. That means it takes time here to sleep. Change it into perfect participle, having verb first, verb third. Having finished. This is verb third. Having finished his work, he slept. While adding them, while combining them, you will have to put here a comma before we start second sentence. Clear? Comma. It was in active mood, that is why having plus verb third was used. Now see passive mood. The boy was punished by the teacher. He returned home. The boy was punished by the teacher. By the teacher, that means it is passive mood. The boy was punished by the teacher. He returned home. Who returned home? The boy. The boy and he is common. So this is a participle, and because since it is in a passive mood, that is why it is perfect participle. So change it by using having been. Having been punished by the teacher, he means the boy. The boy returned home. Got it? So this was the first rule of simple sentence. To make a simple sentence from two or more than two simple sentences, and we have proceeded at the first step. This was the first step by using a participle. In next video we will learn the second rule, third rule, fourth rule, which will come. We will read them one by one. Till then, enjoy it, repeat it. Have a nice day. Bye.